So I made a little mechanism that does multicolor 3D printing for less than $20. That's right, you heard me. You don't need to buy a Bamboo Lab P1P with a color changing unit or a Prusa MMU or whatever. All you gotta do is make this thing. You could probably connect this thing to ChatGPT and have it create you a Picasso master art piece if you're wanting to. I think I'm gonna save that project for another day though. I mean, technically this could already be considered abstract art. I just need to put it in a picture frame. Here is the device mounted on my Ender 3. You can kind of get a sense of how it works and how the filament is kind of held in place by the plastic piece. When the filament goes by, it just gets coated by whatever marker is in position, which leaves a very nice red streak on the filament. This is the first print utilizing the colorizer, and I had it set up to mix two colors at once, but you'll see why you can't really do that with this setup.
This red actually has green in it. Weird. This is a red marker.
Originally I had 3 markers and I was trying to blend between all 3 of them, so having basically 6 colors at your disposal by mixing the primary colors. But when you do that, you kind of have one marker bleeding into the other marker, so it really doesn't work that well. So after scaling it back from 6 colors to the main 3 primary colors, this was the result. The red is definitely a little limited. It looks more pink, but the blue and the green look fantastic. After this, I went to Walmart and picked up a variety pack of Sharpie markers. Picked up the gayest pack they had just so we could test out a bunch of different colors. I think the best way to get more vibrant colors is not to add more ink. If you add more ink, it kind of just gums up the system. The trick is to get more layers in the outer shell. By default, Cura is set to 2 shell layers, so I changed that to 8 shell layers instead of 2. If you think about it, it makes sense, right? You have translucent filament, so when you're looking at a model, you're actually looking through 3 or 4 layers at a time. So if you add more pigmented layers, it'll just make the color thicker. We got some thick ass colors, boy. And here's a color gradient with a Charmander. It's not actually a gradient, it's just switching colors all the way up the model. Since these colors were so similar, you didn't really see that many different layers. It all kind of looks like one color, but if you look closely, you can see it has kind of a cool layered effect. And since I have 8 shell layers, this thing is solid as fuck, so it really feels really high quality, I'd have to say. After printing Charmander, you know we gotta print Squirtle and test out the blue hues. I threw in a purple in there as well, which showed up pretty lightly, but it also kind of showed off the differences between the layers. Although Squirtle is not purple, this kind of has a cool effect. I mean, it looks cool. That kind of brings up the question, can you do different colors at very specific intervals and kind of color different parts of the model according to the G code? The answer is absolutely yes. You can definitely do that. But am I going to do that? Well, the answer is probably not immediately. I'll probably just end up putting up a repository on my website, or maybe I'll do a GitHub repository. That way other people can work on it or create their own version of it. That might not be up immediately because I have to go through and get all the files and everything sorted out, but if you're interested, definitely join the Discord and let me know what your ideas are on the G-code reader integration. Thank you for watching.